This video will demonstrate key installation steps for Napoleon's Elevation electric fireplace. The following tools are recommended to have on hand when installing the Elevation electric: safety glasses, gloves, a screw gun with a Phillips bit, the product manual, and a Phillips screwdriver. The Elevation electric fireplace offers similar rough framing dimensions as Napoleon's Elevation series gas appliance. The width and depth of the opening are maintained between the gas and electric appliances. However, the height of the opening will be reduced due to the lack of a header shield on the Elevation electric. The framing height and width will vary depending on the appliance being installed, with the depth maintaining a measurement of 16¼ inches. The Elevation electric is a zero clearance appliance, allowing maximum flexibility when constructing the framing and selecting a finishing material. If a mantle is being installed above the appliance, ensure a heat-resistant paint or lacquer is being used to prevent discoloration. To prepare the appliance for installation into the enclosure, begin by removing the decorative trim using a Phillips screwdriver. The trim is secured with 8 screws on the inside corners of the appliance. Next, install the nailing tabs on the top of the appliance. Secure the nailing tabs using the supplied screws. They can be adjusted from a depth of 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch to match most common finishing materials. Setting the correct depth ensures the trim will sit flush between the appliance and the finishing material. Thicker finishing materials can be used. However, the 1/2 to 3/4 inch depth must be maintained for a minimum of 1½ inches around the appliance. This allows enough clearance for removal of the trim and servicing purposes. The Elevation electric comes with a pre-installed 120-volt wall plug, but can be connected to the household wiring and utilize either a 120 or 240-volt connection with a dedicated 15-amp circuit. The junction box is located on the rear right-hand side of the appliance and can be accessed by removing the 2 screws securing the cover. The junction box has locations to hardwire the appliance, as well as a location to connect a wall mount controller if this option has been selected. Ensure a licensed, certified electrician makes all connections to the appliance, in conjunction with all applicable electrical codes and the product manual. Install the strain relief through the junction box cover to protect the wiring against damage. Once power is connected, locate the remote to test the appliance to ensure correct operation. If possible, take this time to use the customer's phone and download the Napoleon Home app from the App Store or Play Store. A QR code link is provided in the product manual to easily access the app. Once downloaded, help the customer complete the registration process to finalize their account. Now use the remote to turn on the appliance and put it into pairing mode. To do this, press and hold the Wi-Fi control button located on the appliance's control panel for 8 seconds. The LCD will then display P0, indicating the appliance is in pairing mode. Open the Napoleon Home app and select the Add a Device button. Ensure the device's Bluetooth is on and it is connected to a 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connection before pressing Begin. From here, the app will scan for the device. Once identified, select the appliance you are connecting to and select Next. Then follow the prompts to connect the device to the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi connection. Now that the appliance is connected to the Napoleon Home app, use the remote to cycle through the flame, ember bed, and heater functions, as outlined in the operations section of the manual, to ensure the appliance is operating as intended. From here, the appliance can be moved into the enclosure and secured in place using the nailing tabs. A heater lockout switch is made available to disable or enable the heating function of the appliance to suit your customer's needs. To access the switch, the front glass must be removed. To do this, remove the 2 screws located at the top corners of the glass, tilt it forward, and lift it out of place. The switch is located in the top right-hand corner of the fireplace underneath the touch control panel. Once toggled to the desired setting, the front glass can then be reinstalled. The enclosure can then be finished as the customer desires, and the trim can be secured in place to finalize the installation of the Elevation electric fireplace. Find this video helpful? Subscribe to the Wolf Steel technical page for more installation and troubleshooting videos.